Hey ForexMilitia, this is Parsival, and I'm back for another week to do the weekly outlook for the week of the 20th to the 25th, and we are at the calendar. And as you can see, we basically have a normal week. It's pretty normal. There's nothing really very impactful coming out this week. And the biggest thing that basically came out was the rate decision on Wednesday. And after that happened, the market rallied. The dollar yen rallied. Everything that was against the yen actually rallied. So the yen was very weak this week. So what we have this week is Chair Powell speaking on Monday, Chair Powell speaking on Tuesday, and we have the RBA governor from Australia on Monday, and the pound budget release. I've never heard of this before. I don't think I've really seen it. It's tentative. So there you go. And on Thursday, we have the SNB, which is basically the Swissy policy rate, and they're going to leave it at minus 75%, 0.75%. And then the German flash manufacturing at 4:30, and then the press conference for the Swissy. And then it's just pretty much medium news. We have a FOMC member speaking, and then retail sales from the pound, business climate, and on Friday, the University of Michigan consumer sentiment, and then the same member Waller. I'm sorry, it looked like Walter to me. Waller speaks. Alright, so like I said, it's the only thing that's pretty big, and even here, as you can see, it is a medium, right? The monetary assessment is the biggest impact, but the policy rate is pretty medium, which is pretty interesting. The press conference, though, later is big. We're going to see what they're going to say about the one of the safe haven currencies, what that actually does. Okay, let's move to the charts and see what we can see. On the dollar, we have the dollar basically up in this area. It did not hit 100. I don't believe so. It went to 99.44.2. So not at 100 just yet, but it's up in this area. And this dotted line is I believe a weekly the demand line. All right, a weekly demand line. And this is like me using the stochastic as an area where there's highs and lows. So where the highs and the lows basically meet is where I determine that there is a supply and demand area. That's what I'm using. All right. A bit of a change this week. Instead of going over the S&P 500, I'm going to go over the US 30. And as you can see, I also put something on here that I've been using. I haven't been using this long, but floor pivots. You're going to see your trading transform a bit once you really start using floor pivots. All right. You can basically just it's on Trading View. You can the standard pivots, and the one that I got was from Forex Factory. I'm going to let you guys do the homework on that one. Maybe later I will give something out, so maybe it won't be so difficult for you to find. But for right now, let's just go over the chart. All right. So here we have this. And as you can see, it's been just going up, going up, going up, going up. And then we have a break here of the super trend. All right. And that's interesting. I should actually, okay, I'll leave it that way. So, okay. So basically it's saying that this is going to continue to go down. What I believe though is going to happen maybe within the next 2 weeks, maybe within the next week, is that this might actually come down a little bit. My long term is always bullish on the stock market. I mean, that goes without saying. But this right now, short term, a little bearish. I think it's going to hit this S1. It might wick it, just wick it, and then go back and rally. But as it is right now, I'm a little bearish. I'm short-term bearish. Even though we had such a fantastic, did you see what happened on Friday? If you're in the markets, you saw how the US stock market basically did some, the NASDAQ was killing it. So, okay. I am short-term bearish, but long-term bullish. We are also going into a month where the last 30 years, the stock market, the Dow, has been bullish. It has always ended out higher. All right, so that is that. Okay, let's go to gold, and as you can see, gold basically it did a thing. It hit that high right there, very close to that high, and then it declined. It fell back. All right, came back down here to this area right here. This is a weekly support resistance line, and it's now it looks like it might actually coil. The whole commodity is bullish though. It's very bullish. All right, so bullish on gold. On Bitcoin, I am bullish. I'm bullish on this. Even with this here, my super trend is pointing this down. What I am basing my bullish sentiment on is that the stock market, that Bitcoin has been following the stock market very recently. The institutions have pretty much come in and are starting to really take over the price movement of Bitcoin. Now, like I just said, the stock market is bullish all the time. It falls, but it always comes back. So crypto winters that used to basically happen probably might not happen as frequently as they used to, or at all, because if the institutions are buying and selling Bitcoin like they buy and sell the market, the stock market, the Dow or the S&P 500, then Bitcoin is nothing but bullish, and it will continue to rise just the same way how the stock market has come from 1895 to where it's at now. Bitcoin will continue to be bullish. All right, so I'm bullish on Bitcoin, definitely going into April. On oil, this right here is I am going to say, see, now this one depends on what happens in the Ukraine with the war. I will say my prayers are going out to the people who are in Ukraine. If you see this, I hope that you beat Putin and you send him home crying. So this right here is a wait and see. I am waiting for a catalyst, and I am going to just say that this is going to be range bound for a while. So that's my call on oil. On the loonie, I believe the loonie is going to, this is bearish. My call on this is that since oil has risen to the price at where it's at, the the Canadian currency, the Canadian dollar, is going to rally off of that and take this lower. So we have some spots here, like I said, 124.50, and all the way down here to 121.50 is like, this is take profit number one, this is take profit number two. All right. And on the euro declined down to an area here. I have an extension, I have a Fibonacci extension here in this area with a Fibonacci retracement, extended retracement. So right in this area, as you can see, what happened is it wicked it and then it gained. So that is some dollar weakness, definitely some dollar weakness. But as you can see, it did fall, it gapped. You can see there's some price action here where it gapped down. So this would actually be short-term bullish to basically fill in probably this price action right here. But the overall, the long term is bearish. So that's my call on the euro. And on the pound, we are looking at the pound. It hit this area, this weekly balance, I'm going to call it, and it also hit the support resistance, the weekly support resistance line. So it hit that and it bounced. It bounced. What was the low on that? 129.99. Wow, it really hit it, right? So, and it bounced, and now it bounced, and now it's in this range between 132 and 130. All right, and this is also a weekly support resistance line. Okay, so it's in this area right here. We're going to see what it's basically going to do. It might actually follow the euro and actually go bullish for a little while the dollar figures out what it's going to do, and then fall again because of the tightening that's going on with the Fed. All right, now for the last, let's take a look at the ruble. What's going on with that? All right, as you can see, I took this down to the 4 hour, and we are just looking at how this looks. And it rallied, and now it fell back down. So what I'm looking for is, did this actually, what you see here is, you see some hidden divergence. Let me see if I can, yep. You can see how this is this way, right? And you can see how this is from there this way. So you see that divergence. So there is further bullishness in the Russian ruble if you want to basically trade that. We are traders, and there is some insensitivity in that. So, your choice. Okay, but I'm just bringing that up as for educational purposes, just an opportunity. Okay, so what we have here is basically bullish divergence, right? And we are looking for this to go higher, for the dollar to basically go higher against the ruble, and for that to take that up to, I don't know how high it could possibly go, but this would probably go to, let's see, probably up here, 186. Okay, and with that, I am going to just get over to the Trademiner picks of the week, and then we will go over the review and see how I've been doing with my picks. See you over there. Okay, here we are at Trademiner Forex, and we are going to take a position in the pound Swissy. Now, as you saw, the Swissy this week is basically going to make a rate decision, and we are going in, that's interesting, a day before. So this is going to be interesting to see what type of movement is actually going to happen, because we're going into the Swissy. But we are bullish. We're going against the Swissy. So this is Monday the 21st. Okay, so the stock pick of the week is Home Depot. Home Depot on the 23rd, I believe that's on Wednesday, and to the 14th, going to that one, and it is bullish. All right. One of the reasons why is possibly that this is actually a very nice trade is because it's usually risk on going from March into April, and March going into April is usually the best, a very, very nice time frame to go bullish, since the stock market usually is going up. Alright, so those are the two, and as you can see, we did the neural network, and this one is medium, and this one is also medium. Okay, so there's a medium chance, but I've been actually going doing a little bit more technical analysis to basically, instead of going in so blind, because once again, this is a trade idea, but I do want to see how effective that some of these statistical picks actually are. But I have been doing a bit more technical analysis, so I'll divulge that. Okay, so here we go. We are looking for the pound. I didn't set this up. Let's go here. The pound Swissy right there, and Home Depot. Home Depot's already there. Okay, so the pound Swissy from the 20 on the daily, right? I did set that up. All right, and then Home Depot back to the daily from the 23rd. Whoops, wrong line. Right line. To April the 24th, I believe it said. 14th. And this one is to the 5th. Okay. 14th. 10 days too late. Alright, and all bullish. Okay. Okay, so let's take a closer look. And as you can see, it looks like this is in a downtrend. Yep, this is in a downtrend. Alright. And so for this to actually go long, the 30-year trend of the market basically being bullish would have to play out. Right? Because like I said, risk on. Alright. So that's going to be into the 5th, and then on Home Depot we are bearish also. I mean, if you have been watching the markets for the last 2 months, it's been very, very bearish. So going into March, April, bullish, right? All right, so it will have to break through here for a real technical trade. So I only take half of the trade, going ahead with the blind trade, and that will be that. So I will be most likely be doing that on both of them. All right, so those are the picks. Now let's go over the review. And I am killing it right now. This feels good, man. Feels good, man. So we have, let's go over these trades. Okay, the Kiwi Swissy closed out, and I believe that closed out with a loss. So let's just go back and take a real quick look at that. And trading journal, trading history. All right. So let's see where the Kiwi Swissy actually closed out, if I could find it. No, it's actually, did I miss it? It's right there. Okay, here it is. It's in a negative position right now. All right. That means because it went long. Because it went long, it was supposed to go short, right? Okay. So, and we're still in there till March 29th. Okay. And then Caterpillar is doing well. Let's bring that up. And as you can see, from there, and it's gaining. I put it up here at R4 for take profit all the way out. And I did actually take a full position on this, going along with my technicals, because there's some technicals that I do actually look at also. So I would say that's going to affect the end of it, but I really had some really strong sentiment, some really strong confidence in the trade, so that's going to skew it just a bit, and I think I did that on a couple of them, so forgive me. Alright, so here's what so that was CAT, and now this trade on Disney, and what is the other one? The CAD Swissy. Okay, so the CAD Swissy definitely closed out. Is this one with an $800 loss, $800 loss on that, and then Disney and yes, Disney and CAT are both in the black. I took another trade here for a stock that I believe is also going to be very, very bullish. I looked at the Trademiner for this season, this area, this time zone, and it looks very good. We are basically looking to supposedly get in around this area here, but it's really like the 18th or something like that. So I got in this is a little bit off. I got in around the right time, so I'm looking to see if that actually also goes well also. And like I said, I have some confidence in that because of the time area that we're in from March going into April. Okay, so that's basically it. So as you can see, Walmart, Disney, Caterpillar, and this is Salesforce CRM. They're all killing it. My Forex trade, on the other hand, is not doing so good, but my stocks, the stock calls, are doing very well, and I'm up 10K so far. Like I said earlier in my earlier videos, we took a loss during the beginning of the year. The year was, not making the right calls, but now we're coming back strong, and hopefully going into April, we will be net positive. So, with that, I am going to say, if you like this content, please comment, like, and subscribe. Leave me any questions that you want me to answer, and knowledge is power. Be power hungry, and power to the people. This is Parsible, signing out.